Tiring ngado shagya chenpo ngade shagya chenpo tar. Tini tilala thongmar ki shagya chenpo tri di thongwa di sungi di gyawan jegden kumbo konga lama Mahamudra yor. Mahamudra di ina ta ngon korwa sangi korwan jega namdru yinba. Tini ti kaabdina samjiri lo tri ge tuyo ri. Ta tsarari lo sayini. Ta shagya tuyo ki chungur kodu sangi usun kodu lo nike tuyo ri. Ta tanda shagya tuyo ki mikangi lo kyatar toba kantina chungur kodu. Ha tingzang kyatungi tado me yogo mari. O tindi ka lo mama nyek suri ta tu nyingma inde jiri. Tine ti kantina gyawan jikden gombo shuya di kandirisi na. Ngon sangi shagya tuyo hekyu kanna pakyu kinyin lezaba. Zogu sangi ku nyangendene lo chukyaso ne. Yagar pegi gobo ludrup da gebu teji sambu tseyi ranzi tomne.
Rinpoche 망타게 돼.
Ola
건다.
예수나.
파파도 데 찬데 게 지송송.
라.
게 탐바지 도가. 지송메.
예스 메.
마 직된 공부. 파파도 봐. 질레.
파무드와 로 파무드we 간도 로 미리 콘충걸 고자리. 미리 로 티게 도르 티게. 오. 다티 티 티 마마 로르리간 레 캐리간 로르차 캐리간 로르 미는 간도 딩자 세르 리파트리부트 때 손은 마마 뭐 세르바 쿠르 땡주 쿠르치 소데 손은 마 세마마 동 타르 상기 다다 우승 그 중국어도 로 니갑 미리토리 이간의 중국어 우승 그 중국어 산에 단다 샤게트비 중국어로 야 미간게 야간게 테레 도부가는 디간의 중국어네 다 단다 로갸튼 거 다도 저 디간의 중국어리 샤게트비 근데 단다 먼저 교반 지딩 공부 상게 샤게트비 중국어가 가는 박주 기니 리자바트기들이
박주
기니 리자바
기니 리자바
티네 저거 산지 고 냥엔데는 로 추겨서는 야거 빼기를 공부를 세른지 톱니 다 단다 대다 개부 대지 성분님 세른지 찍바톱니 대지 성분 세디 티네 루르블라티네 사오르게 티 페르스 고진 페르게 인데 따이거리 스부만 잡혀 저도 티 공고스 보고디
고천 반
고진 그 인데 개부게 디게 희신도 톱자지야 된 보고디 공고도 보고 찍으면 더 말티네 기립 라서
사홀라
니
통통 나서나 내가 딱딱 맞아 참아 툭도 그래
카메 덴바레 대ken에 덴바레도
today I'm going to teach you the fivefold path of Mahamudra, which comes down to us first and foremost from the great master Jigten Gombo. Tell me if I'm getting this wrong, because I'm not familiar with this Mahamudra lineage, which was passed then to Pakpa Dupa. Pagmo Dupa. Okay. Pagmo Dupa. No, so. Okay. Okay. Passed down through a lineage which included all of the great Gagyupa masters, Marpa, Milarupa, Gambopa, then Pagmodupa. Loti geg kapso ngoma marbe.
Ngoma sange chungur tangbo ko se to mari.
Lasa.
리 Telo 미리 로트 게게 기도 중국 고르타리
고르차라
리 ngoma 다단데 자켓도 남리 시와 어딘데 저르디네 만상이
남리 시와 콩거 자켓도
남리 시베간에 다단도
남리 시와
중국 고 기도간로 만도 치 맞다 야르다다도 디간 중국어리 자켓도 디간한테는 중국어도 가는 아주 교환지리 고 박주기 일리 잡아.
대디네 자기 전부 저거.
일리 잡아.
Okay.
어디죠?
When the wheel of Dharma of Mahamudra was first turned in ancient times, people lived to be 80,000 years old. This was the long ago, when the first Buddha turned the wheel of Dharma. I was trying to clarify how long ago that was. And slowly we have come down to the 100-year lifespan that we're accustomed to now. 다 rinpoche genyan lo tsawat. Sahakugun le tsapa.
Oh, dine ko nyangin dine jagar pe girila gombo lurup. Shongor ko gombo lurup lo chugya sho. Kone kse.
Genyan le tsapa sure. Genyan le tsapa sure.
Tethande terari. Ta kore gyobi tasindi sanje ge yeshu kana genyan le tsapa sanje nido. Dine
Okay.
sanje ku nyangin dine lo chugya so ne. Dine jagar pe girila gombo lurup.
Nasa. Nasa. Okay. During the time of Shakyamuni Buddha, there was a master named Genyan Letsapa, and he later incarnated as 600 years later as the great master Nagarjuna.
어디 톱톱들이 대 그룹톱들도 권찬주 선바도 기부 대지 선부 세디 디네 고쟁게 사버tin데 페르지 고야도 이 공고스 보고도 라이오잖아 아마나 대 아마 그래 고야고 말 대지 선보다 루원루로 수적 리스 루원루로 마이케는 기부 대지 선부 샤야고 말이세 그래서 나야고 말도 공고스네 라이오 그렇지 타나 루원루로 찬주 선바 리세 그래 그 수진 바슈나 제바티기 리세 대 루혼로도 샤나 기레바와 시데 리세 아니 기르디 콘트라 기르디도 티네 고볼로 좀 디소지 만나로 지시 슈도 규지케 우선 당아 바베게 슈티가 내가 거기도 고
뭐징아들 낭투 말에 곰바마송 차정 낭투 말에 okay. I have to explain that I'm struggling with a dialect that I've never heard before. And also a series of lineage stories that I have never heard before. So please bear with me here. We're going to try this again. Yeah, 양gesunda. Su dropore. 치매처럼 치매체기ren지 밍래 알았어 그래 겨보 소 대축 상보 대식 상보 나서 별 나서 빙자만 뭐 시차래 치매처럼 하고서 또 싸톱니 쏙 찍봐 공부루루다 샴바지게 쏙 찍봐
개부 대지 선보도 개부다 고물루루
대식 정보 쏙 찍
찍혀는 찍차해야 니가 해야 오 말이
나서 이렇게 드세요 말에 나서 This going at this one, this shuni, young Jason. Yeah. Okay, this is an extremely complex story about Arya Nagarjuna, who was a great bodhisattva and attained the esteemed level of immortality, awareness holder of eternal life. And he apparently shared a life force with a king named Deshek. They had one life force between them. If one of them died, the other died. And I believe it was the king's okay, the king had a son, and okay, so but this poor child, all of his brothers and sisters had already passed away. Do you guys already know this story? Okay, all right. So he was begging his mother to take the throne after his father passed away. But his mother said, no, you don't have any time to become a king because all of your brothers and sisters have already died. Lots of money? So. So the son, who was adamant that he could become king, asked his mother what he could possibly do to take the throne. So his mother said, well, the only thing, the only hope for you is that if you go to the great bodhisattva Nagarjuna, who is, he would do anything for anyone, and he shares his life force with the king. If you ask Nagarjuna for his head, he will give it to you, and therefore your father will also die off, and you will be able to take the throne.
Gurpe me thai doku mangbo ne lungsing tele lotop jewa yinse ta gyoban jik den gombo ti tuwa ri ne gyoban jik den gombo ti saju nam gi chu me se jaren gombo ngo thongwi tu ne sanje yi saju nam gi chu me saju we ge ga me se ngo thongwi tu ne sanje yin sung ge bra se jik den gombo oda teri ta ti sung ge re
la so
ma de zo
then Bug Ming Kadere.
Pukwa Marita, Pukwa Mari, Govan Jiktin Gombori.
Okay. Nagarjuna, the Gombol Ludruta. Good person.
Drubata, Gawati, Govan Jiktin Gombori.
Okay. All right. So that occurred, and Arya Nagarjuna's reincarnation is this. Jikdengombo. Konga Drupade.
Jambe ya tabu yimi. Kara saju nam ku chu tin de ben se gyoban Jikdengombo. Ngoma ne sanje yin se simjing ku don tu ta tin de pe yin zong.
Laso. So Jikdengombo, that is his origin story. And this is all to express the fact that all of these great beings have been Buddhas since primordial time, and all these events are simply ripening them for the proper time and circumstance for these teachings to come into the world.
저게 라한테는 kom 지대지 그게 상봉간도 보고 추도 하라라라서 쪽치고 오래 들라 kom대게도 춘잠딩 딩딩상으로 쉬가지고 어디 교 라마티레죠 우리 라메 요지기
공공격 남네 밥송 이게
kom대도 고드 마밥 고드 틸리지 kom자
고스나
고 때 미샤 상게 난게도 핑기지노
Go.
샤고
Chago. Lasso. Lasso.
어 티데 오리
Then ma pubni.
어 티나
Tani?
곰쪽에 곰잡던게 된 빠지고 그걸 그렇게 교회한테 곰대리 저게 라한테 곰잡던 거 티데
Lasso.
라마들 티데 오리
Lasso. This master, is it ringing? It's echoing. Okay. So this great master Jigten Gombo was such. Am I saying it right? Okay. It was such a phenomenal meditator that when he sat and focused on the sky, the eagles or the vultures would come and alight before him. Or if a horse was racing by, the horse would slow and stop running. Or if he sat beside a rushing river, the water would become calm and still.
Drikung 코롬 몸치와지 자주부터 그래서 도비하게 나루초루가 나한테 추데리 추디 올라마티 숨게 추
Drikung
나디죠 어
Drikung 가래? 나데?
나디
나데.
장강가 그다
레레레레. 나로 가래서
나루초루
나루주로. 나서.
만족까지로 봐
라제제제. 나서. Dine 종발에 단라진 종발에 그렇죠. So this is You told him to shut up. So this is the way in which these precious fivefold Mahamudra teachings and the six instructions of Naropa have come down to us.
sempe susu simji tamji sim mosong buri nganzu semdi nanga indi yandil urunga susu chigameli chiginaw dina yik sim motire chi urese pela la namdo da chig yangi kiti nanga la tini triba da chig drama da chig rung chuga chig wo tinde ge mache na ki chuni ge tarya tini sangye sa lepto marize gyu simji la gorde gyu di lama tangbo tangma yu niwa rangi sim kiti shu ge chondo mache na 이상하게 살리기 말이지 생이 나가요 남도 그쪽도 막 괜히 그 세가면 섬미도 될 내내도 랑스랑 내내도는 주니 따르겠지 그래서 그래
규드 람메 당가 되네 그 sama mimbe
마미바 아게미 마도가 탑주에서 탑 드린 게 되는데 버젯이에 탑이
마도베 탑
안티 간다티 꿈초야 다티 꿈야게 루이듬라 심추지고 Okay.
So, by the end of this weekend, I will have mastered this dialect. The great Jigten Gombo taught, first and foremost, primarily, essentially, he taught about the nature of mind, of all sentient, which is shared and not unique to any sentient being. It's a universal state, and that nature of mind is compared to the sky, vast and limitless, without any identifiable center or edge. It manifests clouds and various other things, but the essential nature of it is emptiness, like. And in the same way, the mind manifests in that way. And the way to actualize or to realize this actual reality is first and foremost, the cause of the realization is the Lama's precious instructions, then the ripening empowerments, then Mimbe Wang, then Tsani, Wang Tomni, Drupni, Drupa.
Madru tap that.
Madrubi tub. Madrubi tubs na.
Tap Bajatia, Tabri, Bajatamati.
Madruba.
Oh, that time, some woman and Tandapa to Madruni, Chu, Rotan Henua, that and that tap to be Rotan did this still like the Tavasa.
No, so.
Tap, choose clearly.
Okay. And then the skillful means, or putting the skillful means into practice. No, that's not what I mean to say. Doing the practices is the skillful means that leads one along the path to the realization.
Ne, Tambo, something to get the good Namna should use a Tina Kangba Torji Kitum, Kazan Dadasan, Bomba Kujo, the Jan, Meg Natella, Jack Ganaja, Social Rambabs, Tinan Ramba Yezum go, indeed Lawani Yamja, Teve Gotinal, or English, Penny. Tap some my machine English, Gumi, the Kumia de la Hinesa, Tambo Hine. Hine to get serious and Chagachum, but Keseg Saturday, Hins and Namdo Gangi, and some good never. Here never Hinesa, the Mingla, Hine.
So. Gaseg sa. Gaseg sa.
Chagachimbola, Ya Gomu to go, Kesi Saja to get out of Tambu Hine.
Kesa,
So that don't do Jitavina, Saja Guaron, or teaching.
Lasso. Okay. So first, in order to do the meditation, we put our bodies in the proper posture for concentration. And that the 7-point posture of Vairocana. The first is a straight spine, perfectly straight. The legs in Vajra posture or lotus posture. The chin tucked slightly in. The tongue touching the roof of the mouth just behind the back of the upper teeth, the eyes gazing downward, etc. And in this posture, we do the practice of shamatha, or calm abiding, mental quiescence, I guess some people translate. And this serves as the foundation or the ground for similar to planting a field. The shamatha practice is the soil in which we plant the seeds. So.
Make the Nadala, in the Torchikirum Kumiar
No, so.
Dear Sira Comda.
No, so Yam to go Merve.
Deary.
So now for 5 minutes, we are going to practice this meditation. And the mind rests without any conceptual thoughts. No, the movement of conceptual thoughts is not doesn't distract the mind. We put our bodies straight with our hands like this, resting below our navels, and our eyes gaze at a point 4 finger widths out beyond the tip of the nose, softly, and we're going to sit together.
네. 다스 두 능해도 남도 지가면.
두부.
두부도에서.
So, were you able to rest your mind without any conceptual thoughts arising?
히네 디 라우 텔레데 도 쇼조 오 마리 나도 차 통만에 단다 봐도 주데리 레데이나데 히네 주기디 산럽네 가드 이나 그디 소소 산럽 그래 쇼주기
Sang.
산
Sang.
산럽 다 공기샤고 공기
So, it won't happen right away. We're from beginningless time, throughout all of our lifetimes, we are habitually conditioned to chase after our conceptual thoughts and to generate them. So it's a matter of slowly sustaining the practice.
다디 셈 네베 탑힐라 티네 디단기 지글라 인데 셈디 미피 양샤라 칸디테나 게와오 마리 대티 가르셈 이근나만 엔데체 아 유릉보 꼼네 셈 네는 네야가 탑 나도 시고 탑지 올라서 자라 힌다 찌르잖아 게오 마리세
맞아. 제발만 더 와. 가르지 않아.
근데 맥니제나 그 인데 티티 티네 맥 제부 파도 티네 남도 교라 맥 마티비체 티 콜콜라 인데 인 도야도 틴데지.
There are many methods for helping the mind rest in one focused place. And one of these methods is to focus on an object. It can be any object in front of you, as long as it helps you to keep your mind from running here and there.
야 랑게 이듬거 파티데기 다 대조 가다 대조 안은 대조 소는 인데라 고면나 개와 말이 다른 인데 고면 다른 팀내에서는 파티 집에서는 파티도 세데라 디 사몬다 관계 찬데 관계 세데지 이 인데리아 말이 섬네 승그 섬비지가 메고 세데지라 견다지가 뭐 디모리 힘되나 대히 대리 되는 공부를 해도 자야 해도 들어간 게 돈다적으로 힘이라는 섬내야 되게 돼.
One can also focus on the idam deity, the image of the, for example, last night chakra sambhara, as long as one's mind doesn't stray into focusing excessively on the various details of the deity, the seed syllables in its sacred places, or the colors, or whatever. All of whatever you place before you has the same purpose, and that is to help the mind rest in shamatha practice. Nakut kare.
Indican sha, indican.
Ale. Imasonge marime.
Mama, no shadow mata, rani par.
Lasso. You can also place or visualize a Buddha statue, a Buddha image on the very tip of your nose. I thought he meant put a real statue there, and I asked whether it would not fall off. But he said not an actual statue, just
remotion in Drogoya, Mari, Simnera, Nagachakri, Simmanina, never taking Dhamma, Tiatin and Tita conditions and taps the share.
It doesn't make any difference which technique you use, as long as it's assisting you in mastering the practice of resting in a focused manner.
Ine long peme zorum ki kapsula angbol singdu ta look so bo ne te na che chen tokru tem ine ribal pha tu jari gyur ta chotong ro chi tu te o tinde chine ta chuku chine san lo rese ta di indi hine de kup du guru peme ne song kya rese angbol singdu hiwala chotong
Grupe ma. Wangur.
Guru Rinpoche che ti sono capita tanti di cubda come lavori.
Younger Surona.
Guru Beme, Zogrum Capsu, Zogrum Zori, tanti. Or in it, Lulu Paguta, Lu Indeci. Baby to that, Kangana, Chicken, Kavana, and Tom in the day. There, Ribola trot on report Latin much trouble in the troubles. Then he was sing to the he was sing to the Mainga diet. What in the cheese on
Report trouble. Report trouble.
trot on.
Trotong.
Oh, he was trot on.
Oh.
He was uncle. He was a trot on. He was trouble to trouble. He was ranking the all trouble there.
Okay. Okay. Guru Rinpoche Padmasambhava explained that once you receive the empowerment, when you're doing the practice of the perfection stage, you're sitting intensely focusing, everything's hurting, body's hurting, legs hurting, back hurting. Hold your awareness very steady. Rukpa trouble, didn't
Rukpa trouble, that trot. Trouble to see.
Trouble zimya. Don't allow it to waver.
That's all got this rana, you think in this last getting in the last that's true combat as to San San in the caps Latine, come in the day to do Tine, Namdo Chokchibokin and Tuba Zamji, and to sing your gap, Zamji, or teach you raise it.
Young Josuruna.
And that Dika Tenala, in it. Two Changa Mangbochi, two Namdo Mangbochi Ramza, Zamsha, and to sing your gap, or the cheese.
And it's a matter of engaging continuously in this training in many short sessions, not allowing yourself to be dissuaded by the pain that you may be feeling, taking breaks when you become too agitated or too, what's that word? Sleepy. Continuously doing short, small sessions.
That Tibet, Nurumbu, some Kaze Hadena, Tigana, some knee, don't get Kaze Hanatica, need on Hina, he needs singing by his, he maripa the Jango, he needs to say to the jacket. Now Katina Kandichan, Tiga some name part of my Jugana, he needs singing by his.
And eventually, when you're able to rest the mind without any distraction, any movement away from your focus, then you can say that you have attained actual, genuine shamatha practice. Calm abiding.
In it, sent to Tamdem, okay, she runs up, yeah. Sine so they do think I get Chigina, he Lobo had Lamdani Congo, Namdo Gadi. He read the Sus, what to terminology. Namdo, some chicken matu Jugudogina, as one rulergy, the Nikona Mechidan Mengar is a Kange Kansachipa or Marise.
And when we meditate, when we sit in this, do this practice, we don't hold ourselves in too rigid, intense a way. We need to allow the mind to rest naturally in a relaxed way. And for some people, depending on the constitution, this internal relaxation can cause sleepiness, drowsiness, fogginess, mental dullness. And at that point, then you lift yourself and become slightly more alert. So it's a balance between too tight and too loose.
Shukidami Kansa Dami Kumbai He Chawan, Sabtin there, Rangap Su, some 나와 나도 때나 봐봐. 이제게 전도 주가 이수 숨고 당보 추기 당미 심기 뭐고 때나 봐봐. 강사 당미 도디 대제 남도 때나 봐봐 니래 당보니 심세네 네베 주소 되게게 뭐라 찌르게 되라 네번디 네번디 류이나 심니 심이나 뭐지기와 타주 다 심기 주 돼야 돼 하거든요
마송 타게 도와서나
남도 지금 매우 심세네 네들 네 네도 그지나 뒤 달아파 심나 파 지르기 때서 지단 그 때도 네번디 류이나 심이나 뭐지 요바 타주 심이나 뭐지 요바 타주 타인데 때도 심 예심 비타 간다 디 대형거들 류이나 심코라 심이나 이 심이나 뭐지 요바 타주 되게 되게 됐습니다.
So when we have achieved the ability to abide in this focused state without any discursive thoughts distracting us, then we begin to investigate the mind and to discover where it abides, whether it's in the body, and if so, where in the body, and whether or not it has any substance or material solidity. We ask ourselves these questions.
Samina sogi yebsam kadu so shetarando rushi dagam dombo sogi yebdang.
We investigate whether the mind has any particular shape or color, whether it's triangular or square, or what kind of characteristics it has.
Kamar nago sok kadu dokam lü china parun kangdu ni megsoke angbodam sok thongwa ni chesorwa hakuni
So we ask ourselves whether the mind has any color, red, black, or whether it has any smell, what kind of quality, what kind of sensory qualities it has.
Nave jasoki jusu sim jigu ni angbo sosurki rimuchin juuna jigyapso neva jiginsa sasam de korange nagungi chizo mege sogdo nave yutu chatudu sim korange triba koran lugriya jiri anti lu jigyapla sim de koran kyabdana jina ranga sim de ranga takjishi bezuda.
And in the process of investigating the qualities and characteristics of the mind, we ask ourselves how the sense perceptions function, whether the mind is projecting the sounds that we hear with our ears, the forms that we see with our eyes, the smells that we smell with our noses. And we ask ourselves again and again, what is this thing called mind? We ask ourselves where the mind abides, whether it travels with the sense perceptions, or whether it lives in one of our organs, be it the heart or the intestines or the liver. Where exactly is this mind?
Tini, Luchi Gabri Nena Captuk Captain, the Kandeshi Captain. That's it, that's some rank
And then we investigate whether it pervades the entire body or whether it's isolated in one place, whether it's outside of us, reflecting inwards, or within, reflecting outwards.
Yenemitu, David, Sunena, Simda, Lunibu, Yawameva, Nilu, Yet Nasamna, or Lu Rokurbice, Shedrazon Satine, or Lu the Hindu to Roson, Sim that the National Hebrew, and Sim the Canasons.
And then, if we determine that there is no distinction between the mind and the body, then we ask ourselves, where does the mind go when we die, when the body dies, and the corpse is lying there? Where has the mind gone? So, in brief, we investigate as thoroughly as we possibly can how the mind enters the body, where it abides while we are alive, and where it departs, where it goes when we die. We have to ask ourselves all of these questions. This is almost exactly the same. And we carefully, thoroughly investigate how the mind enters, where it abides, where it goes when it departs. And so, in order to progress on the path, it's crucial that we come to a conclusion through our own experience, through our own investigation, a conclusion as to what exactly the mind is.
Namdo simso taji la, nawan simso taji, sim nekyu tawane jeba, namdo da sim korang shuru reze, nawan sidu tandi jiga paat waga kangwa la sopo mota jiri rigdoya de, nawan ri lungba da jik saiki reda shu kangi, nawan zugiri, ti sim korang taji, ta sim nekyu tawane jiba, sim de korang nedoya de tawade ji, kankyardi gimidu denpa amsa ta kandar chikana gimidu gimi thona samba mesa chik sede tera samgyu samla lor kala indi rida mara samgyu chiga mara sede tera gimi kyawa mewa ti chuguri chugu ta rangi sim ngo dewa tinde chogori manzu ti mara dedu wata samla chik pajur rata ti kubza song 이 약보다 가나지 도보다는 동나지 즉 나버 즉 규르 즉야 렉토버 즉 렉마버 망고지와 망고치도 디 추순도 디 감sun 코르베 리조그 등이 디 추인디 소리 상계다 샹규스 바탐지 디 고고 많이 디 고르데디도 코란 동과이 뭐 추니 쿠리 가나 닌지메버 디 세데르 가라 가다 닌지메버 디간 람쿠루소네 디니 상계사 대 동담 배차 육선 맞죠. 람티가 상계의 선생이 야시다 니체도래.
Then we investigate the relationship between the appearances, all of the things that we see and perceive, and the mind. And inevitably, the conclusion that we come to is that the nature of mind is unborn, is the clear essence, the unmodified, natural state of the Dharmakaya, which is the ultimate level of Buddhahood, free of any dualistic notions, free of any conceptualization. And without recognizing this nature, all of the manifestation of sentient beings throughout the 3 realms and the 6 classes of beings with their various forms and dispositions manifest. And it's simply through recognizing the true nature of the mind that one attains understanding, which is the ultimate level of Buddhahood. So when you arrive at this conclusion through your own personal experience and investigation, and you realize that the mind essence lacks any characteristics or qualities, any identifiable definition, that is the essence of the practice of the teaching of Mahamudra.
doja hitan temo nga ke phajo sa ya dog ni sim chi the chi sam so na ki namdo re sam namdo nabar to namdo o ha sa chung sim da ti namdo da sim khu chi bare kha ga re sim le chungna ti khona namdo de sim le chungna nyema le ser ken du chungba yinam sa nyema kya ro du yi sel le chungna ki ke namdo ti chunga yinam thedaran ni yemada osere nidu jegdu nawatar oseda yemani bo tunda jegdu nawata de sem namdo niga nyamro ki chudu giba yinu ta kunni bo chala semda namdo kunni chala giba yinu harana tagje jiare ya buda metreba le towa jungwa tar kenda chena kima kila matena megewa hensa ta putila me bargena toa ora me mabana toa maba tinagi namdo korang sim korang gurke me sim korang ti magena pajo jiga maba puda mesebe jusu nasa toya nyamdu sesa azor tisun nasa.
Now we continued the process of investigating the mind. And we try to discover whether the mind and its contents, the conceptual thoughts that arise within the mind, are similar to the sun and its rays. The sun manifests, but it doesn't, and its rays manifest with it. You can't have the sun without its rays, or without its light, or the light without the sun. So we ask ourselves, is the mind like that sun? Radiating conceptual thoughts naturally and inevitably born together, or is the mind like a stick of incense, and the smoke being like the conceptual thoughts, relying upon some external circumstance, in this metaphor being a lighter or a match, bringing fire to the incense stick. Without the fire, the smoke doesn't manifest. So without a certain circumstance, then the conceptual thoughts won't arise from the mind. We ask ourselves what the mind resembles.
Ya melon la sungi sharawa tabu nyamna ona sungi yujen la towa tar namdo kyang yujen la towa am melon ke chochik tu sungi char chochik tu ma sharawa tanna la sola.
Yes. Or is the mind like a mirror in which the conceptual thoughts are reflected like forms set in front of the mirror? And when the forms are not there, the reflections don't exist either. So, or if the mirror is changed, its angle, it reflects something else. So does the mind resemble a mirror?
Simji chochikdu namdo shar chochikdu ma sharba chik yinam yang chu nangdu daso sharba tar roshana chunu chingi chik nangdu daso te tini tu chikla sharba tar simya kidu sok hangi daso ine dawa ki ine charu du chunu je kaze kana ti dawa chu nu je tangana ki charu gerwa tina jing sim koran ga kyure namdo de char rese ma jo ga ti otati tache shi da su su sim dala sim yang ki kidu so genta to ga mangdu tu je ga gerong wala mi ge be shi da tu je ga de rugang ge namdo gang ge 미기 비실 코란 다속 다와적 리스 메는 남도 가지 하나 지나게 심기티 남도 비기에스
Or
소소 심나 소소 따게 시들이 소소 심 따이들이
Or perhaps the mind resembles, the mind and its thoughts resemble the moon shining reflected in a pool of water. If we put out many bowls of water, each one will contain a reflection of the moon. So we ask ourselves whether the thoughts, all the thoughts and feelings and sensations, disturbing emotions that arise in the mind, are they like reflections in the mind? And it's up to us to individually investigate and discover what exactly the mind is. It's not enough to intellectually understand. We have to actually experience and realize the nature of the mind.
Ya male puji batar ki so nyamna ona mabu ninga sombata mabu ninga buguda amaninga sombata ina tine semda namdo ninga sombata buji kam pu ki ba na ma ki bata puji seda amashi sona 남도 기반은 심 희바 다부 암자다 아마다 보고니 못배 대 남도 대티나 이게 즉히나 즉대 그래서 마송신 부시바다 심라 송신 남도 희바 다부 이남 마부님과 시시바 따라서 아마다 보고니가 시기 희바 따라 시기리에서 심다 남도자 냠도 희바 따라 다부 이 협도 타 제 대신도 쓴다 남도 찍나 쓴 남도도 샤네 제컴 남도 숨소 디니 제컴 마직 나 기어라 시다부지 속 내버다고서 되네 남도디 심네 기나나 심기 군이 찍버려 간데리 심 남도 춘지드나 심 판지드나 티 라랑 야고 시다제 야고시고 방금 랑가야리
And continuing in the process of investigating the mind, we ask ourselves whether perhaps the mind and its thoughts are like a mother and its child. The mother grows and births the child, But then if this is the case, what happens if the child dies and the mother continues to live? Or if the mother dies and the child continues to live? Does that relate to, do our conceptual thoughts continue to live on their own? Do they take on their own existence without the mind? Or does the mind, do the thoughts disappear and the mind is unaffected? Are they identifiable? Are they joined? Are they linked? Are they separate? We ask ourselves all of these questions and look very carefully.
di simli majung na hibe tse royang nangwa menawa chir simli chungna rangni hindu ki sowe tuso kawa so kyang simti ka de rang simli zena te ngare phadu du simli chara kawa de chara unang ti ung mare se sim kore chuwe ki thong re se kawa kangbe kawa
je sim da nam to Kangba dang, kawa, nangshi.
Pa tong yu di, simda kawa korang jigwa da jilis pa di di. Ana chungin jigwa da na ngare shiro sundu kawa da shara ngun na ngay se.
Naso.
Di rangdo nyamdo, ongwan la, miong be shir, tekhen do dra tri ro riksha yang, ta di tekhen do dra da tri da ro riksha, jila yana di na yin ki takje chi uri se rang simki.
If we're standing inside a building supported by pillars, we look at the pillar. Is it still there when we go outside? Is the pillar still there? Or do we project that pillar with our minds? Does it exist when we're not observing it? Are the thoughts that we experience the same as the mind, or are they separate? And similarly, all of the thoughts, all of the sensations, all of the sensory experiences that we have, are they separate from mind, or are they the mind?
Yeah, yusim ni jigna sim nawa songne jekam nawa sim so kin jine jekam me jigna nawa da sim sosuruki rangzu thoba tabu dokam kebar tu chetabu sok tago sa osune pejete kwa
pecha ni 빠지면 와
na jon
나서 도공 지슈 남았다
yusitu rangati phajogati indi simge ski chagona de yu rachi roja chitati yuri Keda Koran simni bu chigwara simge phachani yudira kui kagara chigbare di aposh tago reze.
Okay. Same thing, continuing on with all of our sense perceptions. If we hear something, is that sound separate from our minds, or is it projected by our minds? Does it exist separately? In the same way, do the objects that we perceive, are they part of the mind, or are they separate? And likewise with all of our sensory experiences.
Nawa sim jini chik mijik na nawa ta sim sosuruki rangzuk thoba tabu dokam kebar tu chitabu sok tago sa ine nawa da sim kuni chigbara khagari yana khagari na korange sim korange mena nawa di rangzuk thoba da chirese ta ta che chi urezi chek sim korang kyur chungre ta ri da.
So all of this is to help us discover whether or not the appearances that we perceive are external to the mind or are identified as the same as the mind. We ask ourselves over and over again whether the appearance is the mind or is separate from the mind.
Hineji kapsu sim nebi mowara chirge ta yan hakdonge sim suwe kap tabu Viveki, Mubola, Jeketasa, Hinekana, some Kara, Namdo Chigame, Kati, Pika, to Kalachirgita, Yan Hadongi, his sim to Tatandeka Hadongi, here is some, he was English, it is Chikata, never Nando, dead in a Euro, take it. Things require Nagachavan, more some Shano, Hadongi, his. Kalachirgita, Tinila. Kebara dokam, Tugna Kebara Chitabusa, Queen Chibara Kagare, Chibara in a country in that country, Kagari in a Kaga in that country, Rara Tagish Usa, Mendona, Neju Nisu, Oma Chi, never the Mineva, Kaga Chi, Yansum Neve, Nangneke, Yan, never, Nyamba Soap, Kuachamo, Gayet, Dogwa, Tam. Yansam ne delicana, neve nangnesa, jansa, neva, nevo, nyambati, neso, sabin, simke, Yanguziati, Yambo soap, Cuba trouble in nothing, Kahik, Dogwata, Cuba, Hembeki, Gangne, Jan, Juma, or Nyambeki, Nevich, Neja Chamo, Gahik, Dogwala, young. Suzurki Tala Ta Legurki Jedosa.
Tamo Namdo Tamo, then I share Hungria.
Oh, that in a Cantatagi Legwatch in a Cantaranga Ta Legur Jese.
No, so during the practice of shamatha or calm abiding, we learn to focus the mind perfectly, having it abide in a relaxed state without any distraction from conceptual thought. In the practice of vipassana, we do this, the hard work of investigating the mind, questioning its nature, its mode, and when we come to when we gain insight into what the mind actually is through our own investigation, our awareness becomes open like the sky and vast and clear. This is known as the wisdom of vipassana, wisdom or pristine awareness, as some translate it. Even in this process, when we don't have any coarse conceptual thoughts distracting us, there can be very subtle thoughts, very subtle attachments and disturbances within the mind and the body that also need to be worked with in the effort to apprehend the essence of the mind. So the ultimate point of all of the Mahamudra teachings, and likewise all of the Dzogpa Chambu teachings, is to understand and apprehend and realize the true nature of mind, the ultimate nature of mind. Even though they may have different skillful means to do so or different language, in fact, they are identical, and their essential point is exactly the same, to understand the nature of mind.
단단 네가 때 쉬어야 돼. 개체 못 마시면은 선이 신도 두고 가도 간게 리무 좀 영화제 찍고 그래. 신도 두고 가는데 희도 가는데 로봇이사 뭐 찍한다 뭐 랑게 셈디 코레간 루니트나 샤다래. 했음 코레 가는 로고는 뒤로다고 싱그 조다 단단 네가 때 마시 어디 가는데 가래가 뭐 그래도
So, in our current situations, our minds are completely distracted with endless conceptual thoughts. And it's especially around the idea of dying. We have infinite numbers of fears and thoughts that surround that. But the fact is that one by one, all of us in this room will be dying. And it's the most important thing for us right now is to try to understand what our minds are and how they function, and what the essence of the mind is, so that when we do die, we won't be unfamiliar. There's Mangsong Rinpoche. Chuksa Shua, Sakche Ngoshi. Sakche Ngoshi Songsong.
Sakche Ngoshi Zikudi.
Ngoshi isn't
Yawa Ngoshi.
Ngoshi.
Yawa di Ngoma Babja Cheng.
Sakche Ngoshi.
Ngoshi Sakche Ngoshi sa. Temata to Lata Jinroke. Yawa di Juma Kana Duki. Some say, Kamata to Jinroke. Sakche Ngoshi, Riva Kunkursi, Riva Trubushi, Riva Dukana.
No, so. The Nekechi Sangia Karetolas, Karesumbe?
Temata to get them the high.
Shamatha.
No, not Temata Jobo. In a Tirochi, not the Akiavachina, Unroja, Nisme, Sanjis are Titwari, what the Lahina in a Punana, get them clap compliment a Tundari. They made a Tinor, Tishala, Patuki, Pacheto, who Patu Yaku, Yitam could say who to look at trash and town most of what in the gate captain dropped on Raja David Trallet, who shall Nagarjuna, your mother, reach your mother, rang the opportunity that they get to the Sharamuri.
Rang Subo Job get, Karachop get.
So to Suboya Job get that thing. Chuchu de la Jena. He did call it.
Kawade, the Kadijung.
La Tapardupana, the Sharam.
Pardon, okay.
He got them at the Yitam Lacomiata, in the teacup and a Uri, as will teach soon.
when we do die, we leave our bodies behind. And at that point, the mind experiences all kinds of appearances. The 5 Buddhas arise, one after the other, in different colors. Later, the 100 peaceful and wrathful deities appear. And if we become familiar with this process while we are still alive, then at the time of death, we can experience, we recognize that and are able to liberate ourselves, attain enlightenment in the intermediate state between our current birth and the next one. And there is something called untainted clairvoyance, and this is the ability to see where we were in the previous lifetimes and where we will be reborn in future lives. Usually this is obscured and we have no sense of where we are, where we're going. But with practice, with sustained practice, we can refine our consciousness to the point where when we do die, the moment that appearances begin to shine, the first thing that we will see is our Yidam deity. And at that very moment, instantaneously, we will attain the non-dual state and be transported to a pure realm, a Buddha realm. However, if we have no experience with any of this during our lifetimes, the wild sensations of the bardo, of the intermediate state after death, for example, becoming 18 times as large as we are now, or all the different sensations that we have can become very terrifying and distracting, and we lose our ability to attain liberation in the intermediate state.
La yigilu ta lu kore o marde yigilu ta ranshin du kana tine rodan man judi tuma go judi tware
tema go kare
o ma rodan judi nga hidir ngare ma kene te ro kurushi kana kurushi me tine judi yakane ru kikane kyagwa king ro o tide chi tine ti kana a ti kana nga chi to sam re timi re ki a tide chi Nandang Chili so Naki the Mingana horse. They do tea park as a hit, switching Pudu Marak Chuli, then look at the Angaki or already gay. Tine Jama in the Kango, Jama Kukume, Jama the such pound today. That Jama can such today. Trouble. Tika to Kukume, Angaki or already gay. Shamatha the Jambuti de Castle, Kangba de Cat. In Jihokime, Angaki of Sarigi, what take a taxi, Parto Pants could donate in the Chumundore, he captain and the Ranchi go, Dogore, what did you Canada, shoot to the secret to do a window in the retro. He can lamp in Amazon Rosano, Maredro, Natukanki.
Shit, honey, Hamagoya, shit, you, Hamagoya.
Oh, Hako.
Then it Tema good.
Oh, Lena, Tema good to take good. Oh,
Ronald, dear Tabshizo.
Man, doing that, Yalang, Olama,
Yalang too.
Oh,
then it gets a share, Len Gamma.
Nanzala Kazaki, he park Kazaki and 2 Lemalo, Angaki doesn't Timmy Riki. That Hako to look to Maratu Gachi, Angaki of Riki.
Kalazam.
Oh, that could do Mangungana Deus, I'm going to come out Riki. Any rank Pejo Sahar can give Poma Pijat and Sadatu Tika, up to Jam, Chupa to Kundu, or choosing a Chupa Major to Titon, Asim Nalani, or Tidishini. Lankite Pakshat in the race to that Pasha Truba was awesome for and that's of Damazo something to do.
immediately after we die, we inhabit what is called the mental body, which is the result of our habitual propensity to thinking that we are embodied. And we don't understand that we've died. And so we make multiple attempts to comfort our relatives who are weeping and wailing, telling them, no, I'm fine. But they can't hear us and they don't answer us. And we become horrified that we might be dead. And when we step on the grass, we can't feel it. And when we try to grasp something, we can't pick it up. All of these multiple realizations that we are actually dead. Very shocking, and the mental body, the mind, the karmic mind is terrified. And that's what happens without any familiarity with practice during the lifetime.
Mm-hmm. 다다디 소소소소데 타보 히네디 야고 지 히네 생이 말아봐도 뒤교도 공부레세 히네 유르는 가세 배나나 네가 대도면은 히네 생이 대리게 되레세 아리니 야도야 말이세 히네 다 뒤가나 사동게 다시 랑게 심주주게 타보 차게쳔뭐 도보쳔뭐 랑게 셈디 가니 찍치나스 도가 간에 루카가를 끼리 단다 두두게 그런 거 딱제진 랑랑가 딱제진 뒤균도가 딱제디 고 지역으로 해서 근데 뒤간에 들어간 게 다 쇼나 뒤다 마셔 봐도 랑가 공부를 요즘 다 나서라
나서. So when we engage in these practices, first of Shamatha, which takes a long time to gradually perfect this perfect undistracted focus, we don't give up easily. We keep training, and then when we have gained some stability in that, we investigate the mind until we come to a firm, stable conclusion based on our own experience of the nature of mind. And this takes a long time, and we have to continue to train for many, many years.
니와 모주발라 좀 모주 모다 곰종히와 곰자당 종히와 곰교미기 냠섬 곰데 다교메제의 냠 간데주미 냠네 주저게 경주로서 당고 냠네의 규도 교야게 주 경주 간데지역으로서 당고 생기 남바숨 남도 생기 모주와 동말 주나 남도 때나 봐.
네, 연결 숨다 공다.
이쪽에.
냠 샤용데.
모주 숨자, 모주 숨, 모주 숨.
모주 숨.
모주야. 모주 모다. 곰종해봐. 모주 모 코레다. 곰기 종해봐. 곰교미기 냠섬. 냠네 주저기 경주 로사. 규도가 냠네데 규도가 교야가 주
곰바 맞죠. 곰
맞아요.
곰 쩐셔봐. 맞어. 곰 쩐메 냠삼 냠는 윤철 종수. 맞어.
예, 되지거든요.
맞어. Okay. So now we're going to, I'm going to explain to you the possible deviations and faults, problems that can arise with your meditation.
당보 생기 나봤음 남도 생기 모주 통말 주나서 너 남도 되나 봐봤어. 네 되왜 기대 냐냐.
생기 넘버숨. 네 남도 생기 당.
통말 주나서 당보대 주나 돈다대 주나 너 남도 되나 봐봐. 다 남도 심수 타지베 제 심난도 심 제컴 타데 니주 돈나 타동 타 마주 위사 심 남도 데 군이 다른 직발이 남도디 남도 심소 하지 비체 남도도 심 직발에 가가리 가가리 제나 다른 다 마주 인사 다 추도 내세.
Awesome. Okay, so we are during the investigation of the mind, we're trying to determine whether the mind and its thoughts are co-emergent, whether they are the same or whether they're separate, and identifying these.
남도 심수 타 제베기 제 남도도 심 제컴 타디 제도 거나 다 가가르 제도 거나 다동 타 마주와 인진 나르 템비 니말라 니말레 오스르 샤르바 따르 거나 남도 심레 샤르바 섭지 무네 찬라양사 니말레티 오스르 주기도 니메 다니 샤르리세 남도 데 샤야데 심 고랑 그 규레 샤르리세나 티 쇼 잡어지 오리세 니마다 오니 소수르게 나왔다 심 남도 하고는 배지
오마 소양다 직바 말베
직바래 직바 조여야다
오케이 나서 양결 소야레베 야야
되네마
네네네 남도 심나 타지 비치 Yeah, this is repeating, again bringing the metaphor of the sun and its rays or its light being similar to the mind and its thoughts, whether we can come to a firm conclusion through our investigation, whether the mind resembles that. Are they separate or the same? And if you still haven't come to a conclusion, a definite conclusion,
오세트 중을 셈네 남도 중은 군이 지단지는 차 직발이 리데 이나는 군이 가가온 거야 근데 지리도 셈다 남도 이 냠도 나왔다고 미세베 칠 보다 더와 고나 양 겐다 체베체 기버 점도 차다야 보세나 더와 세바다 셈다 남도 이적 세바나 적 그거야 세바다고
So now we need to sort of debunk these metaphors, discover why the mind does not resemble the sun and its rays, or why it does not resemble the incense and its smoke, whether it relies. If it relies on these external circumstances, if the arising of conceptual thoughts is reliant upon the external circumstance, for example, in this one of fire making smoke from the incense, if that is the case, then if we take away these external circumstances, then do thoughts not arise? And we continue to investigate in these ways.
야 마부지와 따르거나 말부지와 따르거나 텔레지와 쌈도 찬라야 마부 규타데베시 마다 분이 말기베 직바레데 이나는 군이 규그르 하가르에서 타데브레세 마신의 부송밤 부신의 마송밤 냠도 시밤 냠도 송바 따보니 미시비치로사 하가르에세
And in the case of the mind and its thoughts resembling a mother and its child, this is impossible because if the child dies, the mother continues to exist. Therefore, if the thoughts aren't there, is the mind still there? No, because the mind always has its expression, which are perceptions, appearances. Appearances are inevitably a part of the mind. Likewise, if the child dies, if the mother dies, the child is still there, but without the mind, the thoughts have no way of arising, and so forth. So we come to the conclusion that this metaphor is also faulty.
Sim chuji kula jaba tar naya. Ni serani na gyuserani ya jabdu naku tonde rize. Tita sim da namdo kuni sim chuguri de ina na namdo ka jabde tu jaba tar naya. Namdo tini rangu hibeke rangata de rangi ti namdo di sim na ti hidi di rang wahienba ti rang thaa de yermi tu chobar ko hingsa ti Nizimevati, Koran Chigwasim Kureka Tunda, Teacher, Tonda Koderese, Namdo to Sumne, Chekam, Namdo Simsuki Dini, Chegwa Tabu Yimba, Chojanke, Genke, Chuda, Charum, Su Nanya, Wushuleke, Mande, Butartine, Chuna, Chagwa, Chaboji Urava, T. Chorchik, Chamoy to Chagwa Javrese, Chek Shushujan Rese, Tekuni. Oda Chamoji Kimi Tonda Shushuran Rese, Chikwa Rese, Namdo Tinagi, Sim Namdo Chiki, Sim Kuranga, Goshudu Rese, Kagama Rese, Sim Namdo, Yang Dogwe, Gone, Tadi, some de Won Namia, Yermi Bachek, Chek Tatiba, Kangtu Yang, Togatoma, Tabu. Tom Tobar, Tona, Namdo Linki Motor, Kandu Yanatine, Namdo, some Kude Gule, Namdo the Kiev Reze, he rang that gave it and that Lavia, Martaki, Ram Comdi do, that Namdo to be that some Koran key, the Koran Chikbar, Kagamari, Chibari, some Koran kitchen, Dogarjo, Chuli Chagrum Nagi. Meda Toana Gitirim, Tom May, Mary, Chushujan, Retinaki, Simkor, Namdo Chishana, Sim Korangi, Murimi, Kagamari, some Rada Rangshuna, Namdo Lingi, Mocho Reza, Namdo Lingi.
Namdo Lingi. So all of this is an attempt to prove to ourselves that, in fact, conceptual thoughts are co-emergent with mind. Other metaphors that we investigate are whether the example of gold with rust on it, which turns it blackish. Is the mind like the gold and the conceptual thoughts like the rust that appears on the gold? Likewise, a glacier, when exposed to various temperatures, can melt and turn into water. The mind being the glacier, the conceptual thoughts being the water that melts away depending on the circumstance of temperature. Fire and smoke, wherever there is fire, there's smoke. So wherever the mind is, conceptual thoughts manifest. Are they the same or are they separate? And we go on like this until we have come to a firm conclusion within ourselves.
Ati jumne ngada mitibeti sumri, eyang ngada mitibes, maji pala toba lurpa, toba tini inki ngoni, tini duni tate mewadi, tini roji kirwa nge tendosa ngada miti. Techikan maji pala toba loba namdo chiki sona, lubur ki sona, lubur pa toba tini inki ngo. Toba Koran ke yin ngo tan chugu ngo res namdo dia chugu ngo res tinin do ne tade ya to mane tade me ti tini royam kuba nge den do sa tini roje ke toba chu nge den do sa ngada mitibe namdo da sim khaga mare se sim ta ne ti tu kan lobya toba namdo ji thuji ki so na 디 모디 좀 그래 줄이 기브리세 디 기브디 남도 딩고 간다 슈구레데 슈구스나 다 간도 남도 인데시 기서나 럽자가 기서 계세가 모디 몰라 인데시 지가 마송하시 좀 디가샤 데디 코란 지가면 예르게 예소에 달라더니 리파트 탄싱 싱 셰종 거들라 슈구 야 즉 제한항랑 즉 셰종 거들라 슈구들 근데 타메게 투제 좋아래 슈니 좋아래 명다다 망부가 오래 인근 오래 슈구 오래서 인도 슈구래
맞아.
인 슈구 계산을 못할 때
맞아.
인도 슈구
This is really important, so I'm going to have to go through it slowly.
나가는 거 생생노 어디나게 남바디 굿디리 디타드나리 디소탄디 인텐드 그 냐동 비치가만 어디나게 심 코랑 어디 되는지 우리서 랑 심디 이가 좀 마이켄디 디지 샤론도 심 지카난 만에도 인데 데도 심 코랑 뭐냐도 나가나게 냐도 지가면 다 콜라 지카난 만에 지르리 샤론 그 레고 tor 어디가는 즉 딘지 중이 디kop달 손에 되네 가지고 저기야 될 책도 책 등책 제가 그 디고 남도 손에 대 되네 되네 디kop다 손에 되네 무스 축구리데 디고 손 되네 마 되네 보다 promotion하게 들아 보고기 어디 차다 무슨 그 디고라고 감성 그룹에 동일이 되네 정말이 산게 주기디 디모디 산게 투비하디 디모디 남도디 관계 춘이 도마이 바히네 디모라 제샤서는 디 춘이가나 담에 투디 춘이 디가 그루 샤네 춘이 그다리야 야야 또가 파네 되네 슈고 계사스네 산게살 어디네 송어리 당가서 검잡 주기디 딱 디네 기gamni 간다 니 당보테 자야디 심 코란리 심 슈고 주기다 심리 코란 심 코란 그 심디 지리시도 심디 몰 지 간다 메나제도 지리리 차랑 그 나도도 냐도 김에 어디 주베 곱달 손은 잭야 잭도 대대란 부자 계단 때문에 이게 차도 세나 들을 손은 감성으로 그래 제조게 동이 티뇨 들어간 게 산게 간게 들어간 게 춘이 그래 그런 뭐 잡지 가면 봐 봐주 세디를 까기는 봐 지세나 세디를 가서는 춘이 가는 잡지 가면 뭐그 잡으면 무지 잡으면 어디가 그런 춘이 다르겠지 산게 살때 렘러리 돈다 랑게 심가래 심 돈다 심
In essence, it's the mind. So, the young monk doesn't know much. So, okay, that was huge. Okay, so we went through the 12 links of dependent origination. A description of how the mind is like as vast as the sky, clear, free of a center and periphery, it is the essence of the Dharmakaya, unborn, unoriginated, simply present. And this being the one taste, the ultimate essential one taste of all appearances and existence. And then a long description of how samsara comes to be, how our deluded state of suffering and cyclic existence begins. In this case, when a boy and girl get married, a child is born, and thereby samsara becomes full-blown, and all of the various manifestations of suffering and misery that are experienced throughout the 6 realms of samsara all have as their root this lack of understanding of this essential nature, this one taste experience of clarity and bliss that is the nature of mind. And sadly, there was a ton that I missed. But he said, in essence, it's the mind, the mind, the mind.
다 관계 중요하게 섬거도 중요해. 당은도 할샤야는 야와르가 되기도 범바샤게 되거나 이게 주고 순다네. 오주도 직바지게 순도 직바오리. 다 lungu가는 저는 lungu기 체계 우기년년 고기 세모토 해가라 차도샤도 다나도 또요 매요제들 lungu기 체계 초보가 샤서는 안테니 민고 인데 투바틱들 투바가 되는 비나라 민고 토케제들 다가바고 현답시들 완전히 고롱 총들 어디네 저 조치 들어간 게뭐 잔죽선 바래 때문에 요문데 반동 게 대지에서는 만조 마히에 때나 만조 미자 보다 보면 있잖아 동아사 요모 미자한 도래 제르선 도자 사로 시당 사로 차도 사로 선나 사로 안게 그때 우리 이제 시증들이 다 상계 들을 요모 그 무부 zem바치가 말데 디 인데 시도 제르서 에히 나 주기디 디 동아디 몰라 배와서 동바 디무 춘이 그래가 대동은 주기 디잖아 요모 동아 독성 비집한 그 디가 장로래 야와 링아 주기 디가는 레디리 오다 하기름 줘야 돼 돈다 인데 저리 로다 에 공단다 공로 나 주기도 올람 인데 저리 나 도다도 전 결혼나 이게 인데 지니 오다 디나긴 좋아래 나다도 전 원로다 나게 대 두두그시 두두치 돌다 우리는 민고 인가 안티시
토바
토바 민고 이니 민고 납기다기 토예지나 고디 오타가 바고 현다 다가나기 라진 콜롱 와롱바 총데리 이니 살아 인디 통장단도 남들레 오타 두르간게 파조가 요모가 심진라 나도 기다다 뭐고 그때마마데 파조 심진라 자고 희와 탑나도 지네 심진 대배도 탑나도도 상계 자주선만 현다 지가 말 자주선발이 노모바게 문제는 받지 경험 말 대동스 대화도 동과 어디가 그래도 아주 비들어 근데 다들 생각이나 어디지 마르보티네 아주 초단지 너무 요 우방에도 사고 저는 아미티고 어디리 다가나기 미규바스 그때 뭐 어디니 다가나기 기타지 origination 어때 다티 만도 뮤게 가는 체나 요모토나 되네 마르케치나 origination 시당한 체나 어다지 미규와 어다티게 주 다티리 그뭘 되지 도자잖아 나wan타이 티 소토기 타도시나 샤르웨기 두르 야와르게 뭐 두르간데 용파다 라라사 손잔나들 두조시에게데 조가나 tindio 희외가나 tindio 자고가나 희와주기들 들 루무치에게데 돈다고 하제 찬주스 두르간 거 탐나도 지금 심진 제베 탑 나도 돈을 레도 문주기 zem바오 말해도
너 참아 악토라 그봐
나
도토라
돈을 가르치는 상계 해결 결혼 그 지는 가시시 결혼 거기 유지 죽순 샤겸 파도 죽살을 파도 바깥 준도 바깥 디가 메리 어다 소와 두지기 망조 관계라 내 손님이 망조를 손님이 고나 받기 말이 망조가 야 마지도 디 추근 리바토 시들 리바토는 디 손님 보여 야와시 배운다다 tom라리 손님 보여 어디도 리스미 데비타
맞아.
산제 무스 페린 제와면에 텐도 약답지 저마 제와데 어디들이 산지 인지 근데나
자와지고 그래.
제와도야 돼 제와
제와. Okay. The visualization of the deity, the Nirmanakaya, in the three kayas, the Nirmanakaya, the Sambhogakaya, and the Dharmakaya. The visualization of the deity, whose essence is bodhicitta, but whose appearance is the elaborate visualization that we do with the hand implements and the tiger skirt and the the tiger skin skirt and the crowns and the necklace of skulls, etc., etc. All of this is to purify our perception. Then again, went back to this boy and girl getting married, and all of the disturbing emotions, the anger, the desire, the jealousy and pride, all of the 5 poisons become stronger and stronger in that situation. And in order to purify and to liberate us from the sufferings that we create through our lack of awareness, we visualize in the generation stage the deity, generate ourselves as the deity in order to purify our habitual perception of ourselves and of sentient beings. This is from the tantric perspective, which is why the deity is adorned with skulls and it is in union and holding various ritual implements, each of which is symbolically intended to purify a particular disturbing emotion or deluded experience that we have grown accustomed to over all of our lifetimes. The symbols are, and this is why deities manifest as the full Tibetan Buddhist pantheon of peaceful and wrathful beings in order to skillfully tame or purify all of the various karmic dispositions of sentient beings. But in essence, they are all the same. They are all the same single soul deity, which is a representation of our own pure state. In the case of the sutra tradition, Shakyamuni Buddha manifested in a very peaceful way, carrying his begging bowl and making alms rounds, helping the people generate merit and prepare themselves for the entrance of the tantric teachings. So, this.
Oh yeah,